Making the headlines this morning, Anambra State Governor Soludo says his commitment to workers remain unshaken. Anambra State Assembly Speaker Okafor felicitates with workers. CBN says it has no plan to hold distribution of new notes. Airstrikes hit Khartoum, Sudan despite truce. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy, and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news at 7. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Governor Soludo has reaffirmed his commitment to the welfare of workers in Anambra State. The governor gave the assurance on the occasion of Workers' Day celebration in Awka. Government House correspondent Valentine Umbadoa filed in this report.
Who joined Anambra workers to mark the 2023 Workers' Day, slated for 1st of May, maintained that his administration will continue to partner the workers towards building a better Anambra State. The governor, who was addressing members of the organized labor union, thanked Anambra State workers for their support and promised to remain committed to their well-being. He noted that anything his administration cannot do for Anambra workers must be one that is not financially feasible, and assured to gradually and systematically clear the old arrears of gratuity being owed Anambra retirees. He encouraged the workers to work with his government to make Anambra State livable and prosperous, and said his government is targeting to produce a 21st century workforce by providing steady power, high-speed internet, technology, and other enabling environment. Governor Soludo promised to remain resolute in his promise of making Anambra livable and prosperous.
Civil service will be digitized, already digitized. We will gradually move to the era where paperless public service, where you do stuff on the computer and move it, even to sign documents. That is where we are heading to, and everybody must have the digital skills.
Chairman, Nigeria Labour Congress, Anambra State Chapter, Comrade Humphrey Nwafo, and his Trade Union Congress of Nigeria counterpart, Comrade Chris Obonna, in their addresses commended Governor Soludo for his tireless efforts towards making Anambra peaceful and progressive.
Congress remains eternally grateful to Mr. Governor for the 10% increase in the salaries of Anambra workers and the Christmas bonus of 15,000 naira to the workers. Your magnanimity has not only spoken volume of how you feel for the workers, but also showcases your sincere determination to ensure that workers are happy and well taken care of under your leadership.
The theme of the 2023 Workers' Day is workers' rights and socio-economic justice. In attendance at the celebration were the Deputy Governor, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, the Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uchenna Okafor, the President General, Anambra State Association of Town Unions, Barrister Titus Akbudo, other top government functionaries, among others. Trade Union Congress, Nigeria Labour Congress, Nigeria Union of Journalists, National Union of Local Government Employees, Nigeria Union of Teachers, among other organized labor unions, attended the event held at the Dr. Alex Ekweme Square in Awka.
Mrs. Noya Soludo, wife of the governor of Anambra State, has called on government and the private sector to dedicate more effort to reforming the working environment to make it safer and friendlier for working women. Mrs. Soludo stated this in all kind of message to mark the 2023 Workers' Day. According to the governor's wife, with growing concerns about the safety of working environment as they affect women, it is important to address certain workplace challenges that hinder women from living their goals. She explained that factors like jobs and sexual stereotypes, gender dichotomies and preferences, workplace abuses, patriarchal dominance, among others, have played huge negative roles in the path of women and their occupational dreams. Mrs. Soludo further stated that making the workplace safe and friendly for women has become very urgent, pointing out that many women have had to leave their jobs because of safety threats and unhealthy work premises. The Anambra governor's wife called on government at all levels to make special legal policies that protect working women, as well as strengthening existing workplace statuses to make them more applicable and actionable. She also advocated for stronger laws that will protect everyone in the labor force, especially those who are doing low-class labor, pointing out that current administration in Anambra State is already committed to making policies that will make working in the state enviable, including recent increase in prompt payment of workers' salaries, gratuities, and other after-job packages, and also giving Anambra workers every platform to grow. While praising all workers for their doggedness, commitment, and productivity, Mrs. Saludo said the celebration calls for the mind the indispensability of the workforce to the economic and political growth of any society. The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, has described the state workforce as one of the best in the country in terms of comportment, dedication to duty, and productivity. In his goodwill message to mark this year's Workers' Day celebration, Right Honorable Okafor extolled the contributions of workers to the development of the country, noting that they are the engine that drive all sectors of the nation's economy. The Speaker who commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the massive transformation in the state civil service, such as employment of over 5,000 teachers and 300 health workers, incremental workers' salary, prompt payment of salaries, pensions and gratuities, as well as provision of working tools and materials for the workers in the state, enjoining them to reciprocate the gesture by showing more support to the Soludo administration and upholding the tenets of the civil service. He advised the workers in the state to show acts capable of putting their reputation in doubt, but to sustain those things that have distinguished them among their counterparts in the country. Right Honorable Okafor prayed God to strengthen the workers to enable them to continue to contribute meaningfully towards the peace and progress of the state. The Speaker, while commending the State Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwebwe, for introducing wonderful civil service reform policies and for organizing constant training for the state workforce, enjoining heads of ministries and other government agencies and departments to give her the necessary support to move the state workforce to enviable heights. To make food readily available in the right quantity and quality, the need for organic and regenerative agricultural practices have been emphasized. Speaking at the 2023 Annual General Meeting of Association of Organic Agriculture Practitioners of Nigeria at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, the president of the association, Dr. Judobi, said the practice will also make people healthy by ensuring there are organic foods in circulation for consumption, as well as protect the environment. Correspondent Joseph Ewacha tells us more.
Dr. B, a lecturer with the University of Uyo, said the event offered opportunity for stakeholders and practitioners in the agriculture value chain to brainstorm, adding that his theme, enhancing organic and regenerative agriculture business in Nigeria, is important in addressing challenges that arose from the use of agrochemicals to multiply food faster in order to meet growing human population.
This is an opportunity for all of us to come together and see how we can succeed in this.
Earlier, while declaring the workshop open, the Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Charles Esimone, represented by the Chairman of University Community Relations Committee, Professor Chris Anyamene, noted that the idea and practicability of organic agriculture is quite novel to many and urged the association to sustain the efforts he described as commendable.
Companion planting to boost farm productivity. I urge you to sustain these very commendable efforts.
In a keynote speech, a resource person, Professor Ikenwachukwu, explained that organic and regenerative agriculture promotes long life by ensuring production of high-quality foods that are nutritious and prevent sicknesses, creates ecosystem that ensures sustainable productivity, prevents soil erosion, among other benefits.
It creates the ecosystem that achieves sustainable productivity and promotes weed and pest control.
Chairman of Board of Trustees of Association of Organic Agriculture Practitioners of Nigeria, Professor James Adediran, explained that research had shown that not eating safe food causes sicknesses, adding that organic and regenerative agriculture has become an emerging business in Nigeria and should be promoted. In their separate remarks, the state chairman of the association, Mrs. Patricia Uba, noted lack of advocacy, organic input, pesticides and herbicides as challenges to organic and regenerative agriculture, even as the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Nkiru Melodo, said the international community is looking up to Nigeria to ensure circulation of healthy foods for consumption through organic and regenerative agriculture, which he noted also has value chain. A participant at the event and president of National Coconut Producers and Marketers Association of Nigeria, Dr. Mma Okechukwu Okoroji, emphasized that for people to eat and stay alive, foods must be organically produced and prepared, saying it is the best for the future. Anambra State Governor's wife, Nonye Soludo, represented by Mrs. Esther Onyekese, among others, received awards as Ambassador of Nigeria Organic Agriculture at the event that featured the interaction of stakeholders in organic agriculture, workshop and exhibitions. From Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
Still on the news this morning, the Anambra State government has arrested 3 suspects in connection with threatening and assaulting officials on internal generated revenue drive with firearms. The managing director, Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Ultra Brigade, Comrade Celestine Anere, disclosed this while parading the suspects. Other agencies' headquarters in Awka. Chibuzo Obidike completes the story.
According to the Ultra Brigade boss, officials of the Anambra State Internal Revenue Service (AIRS), in conjunction with the tax enforcement team, were on a routine tax drive when they stumbled into a group of illegal revenue collectors on duty, impersonating government officials and dislodging unsuspecting residents of the community of their money, while frowning at the number of firearms in their possession. Comrade Anere revealed that the said group opened fire on the government officials when approached and thanked God that no life was lost as a result of the incident. Comrade Anere, who spoke through the command's public relations officer, Mr. Anthony Agbefune, revealed that the command has received countless reports of the activities of the group and promised the agency's readiness to flush out all kinds of crimes and criminalities in the revenue generation value chain of the state, calling on community stakeholders to assist the government in the fight for a better society.
It is an enforcement drive for tax compliance that will favor every Dick and Harry, every community, in line with Mr. Governor's mantra and charge to sustain Anambra State and make Anambra prosperous, crime-free, and also to be a giant smart city.
Reacting to the arrests, some of the suspects, Mr. Ifeanyi Eze from Awka, Anthony Ezelago from Nobi, and Ikechukwu Odo from Enugu State, all claimed to be innocent, saying that they are either bus driver, welder, or passerby who were at the right place at the wrong time.
I'm just saying is that they should release me because I didn't do anything. Please, Governor of Anambra State, please, you should release me.
In
Awka, Chibuzo Obidike, ABS News.
The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has said that there is no plan to halt the distribution of new Naira notes from circulation. Acting Director of the Corporate Communications of the bank, Dr. Isa Abdullah Munhin, dismissed the rumor that the regulator was contemplating the withdrawal of the recently redesigned 1,000 Naira, 500 and 200 Naira currency banknotes from circulation. The bank reiterated that the new and old currency notes have been circulating side by side, just as the bank has been taking delivery of a good quantity of the redesigned banknotes from the Nigerian Security Printing and Minting Company, NSPMC Limited. Furthermore, the CBN said it is committed to supply the approved indent for the smooth running of the economy. And on the foreign scene, airstrikes have pounded Sudan's capital, Khartoum, despite a truce aimed at allowing civilians to flee. The army said it was attacking the city to flush out its paramilitary rivals, the Rapid Support Forces, RSF. The fighting intensified as the warring sides said that they will extend the truce by another 3 days. More than 500,000 deaths have been reported, with the true number of casualties believed to be much higher. Army Commander General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and RSF Chief General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, better known as Hamedit, are vying for power and disagree in particular about plans to include the RSF into the army. The generals agreed a humanitarian truce after intensive diplomatic effort by neighboring countries, the US, UK and UN. It was extended but did not hold. Over now to sports. Team Nigeria has made a giant stride in the city of Ndola, Zambia, venue of the ongoing 2023 African Under-18 and Under-20 Athletics Championships, winning a total of 12 medals in day 2 of the competition. The event, which entered its second day, saw Nigerian athletes sweeping 5 gold, 3 silver and 4 bronze medals to take their medal haul to 7 gold, 5 silver and 5 bronze. It was the highest number of medals recorded by a particular country in a one day in the history of the championship. The draw of Joma Ogenefere Jero Praise and Oshokbo Grace had grabbed 2 gold medals for Team Nigeria on day 1 of the competition on Saturday in the Under-18 and Under-20 triple jump event. 2 more medals, a silver and bronze, also came from the boys in the high jump event. However, the athletes set the entire city on fire on day 2, capturing medals in all the events they participated in. Ogaza Samuel won gold in the 400-meter boys Under-18, just as Okwose Faith overpowered all oppositions to win Nigeria's 4th gold of the tournament in the 100 meters girls Under-18. And that's just about it on the news. But before we go, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points again. Anambra State Governor Soludo has said his commitment to workers remain unshaken. Anambra State Assembly Speaker Okafor has felicitated with workers. CBN has said it has no plan to halt distribution of new notes. And on the foreign scene, we also told you that airstrikes have hit Khartoum, Sudan, despite truce. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news this morning. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Good morning.